This video tutorial is for teachers using Canvas. We'll show you how to take your courses from one year to the next. So I'm going to show you how to copy each course from the end of a school year so that you'll have it at the start of the new school year. You'll have to do this for each course. I'll select a course here and go to Settings, and then Share to Commons. You'll have some choices to make once you're in here. I'm going to skip this top set of directions here. This may or may not be in your settings, and it's not important to this process. You can decide who you're going to share the resource with. If you're only sharing it with yourself so that you'll have it for next year, you'll select that. If you want to share it with colleagues or anyone else in the Reed Springs School District or even on the public commons, you can do that as well. Just make sure that everything that you're sharing you have copyright to. You can change your title, although I wouldn't recommend it from year to year. I'd leave the titles the same. On your description, which is a required field, keep it short, but it might put something like your school or your class, how they're identified, something that you'll remember. So for example, if you put RSHS for each one, and then you can also do a tag. Your tag could be the same as your description, and notice it's not a required field. The other required field is an image. This will be the thumbnail that people look for when they are searching for your course, or that you're looking for when you search for your course. So you can use Flickr. You can search for any of the Flickr public and free images, or you can upload one of your own images. Again, just make sure that you have copyright access to it. So I'll go ahead and just select one for these purposes. Some other choices that you have, and you might think about this especially if you're sharing this with others and if you're sharing it with the public, is to set a grade range so that others who are searching for something that they're looking for in Commons will be able to determine whether it's best for them. So in this case, I'll select grades 9 through 12. And it's already defaulted to Common Core Standards and Missouri Learning Standards. You do not have to tag any outcomes or any standards. The other choice that you have here is your state, so you'll obviously want to select Missouri. You can also select by keyword, or if you know the exact standard code, you can select that as well. And then you will hit Share. Once you do that, you'll have an opportunity to edit it, to remove it. You've decided it's not what you've wanted to do, and then you get a chance to see what it looks like. Gives you a little bit of information here about how long it might take before it actually shows up in Commons. So you'll do this with each course. Now this is for people who have not previously shared their course in Commons. If you've previously shared your course in Commons and you've made no changes to the course, then you don't need to do anything. If you've made changes to a course since you have shared it in Commons, you'll want to go back to that course and go into the settings. So this is one that I've previously shared with myself, and I've made some updates to it. So you have something additional in here letting you know that you have already shared it and that you're giving information about any updates. So it might have been a file that you've added, an image, a video, anything like that, so that all of the changes that you've made to the course will carry over then to the next year. And then you would update that here. Now, we'll talk about what to do at the beginning of the year to get those courses back in place for yourself when the time comes.